Welcome to Ground Zero, the War Room, Bus Central. Call it what you will, but this is where it all happens. The brave men and women of the North St. Paul Maplewood School District 622 Bus Squadron. And this guy.
All right, thanks, Bruce. Base clear, 912.
This guy is Kenny Wieken, 25-year veteran of the force and the backbone and brains of this well-oiled machine. And me? Well, I'm Rich Kronfeld, and it's my goal over the next 6.5 hours to get inside Kenny's head, to shine light on the mystery of the American school bus driver. So, give me a little lay of the land of this. Like, okay, what do we have here? Like, if I came in to work to drive.
Well, first thing you do is come in and sign in on our sign-in sheet here.
And sign in, okay.
You go over to the board and get your key over here. We got a keyboard over there.
And then you're off, right?
Yep, that's it. And then you're off driving, picking up your kids, getting them into your school safely. Well, I worked my way through chef school, driving a school bus. And after a couple years being a chef, realizing there was no money in it, the hours sucked, and there was no benefits, I went back to driving bus. I came working here in 1985, I believe I was hired. Base Unit 32, Bruce.
This is a dispatch center. That's where we congregate and leave from here. All buses are on grounds in the area, and we go from here.
So what time in the morning do you get here?
Around 6:30.
The 70-some drivers of 622 daily deliver some 11,000 children to and from school, with safety being the common denominator.
The colored portions of this map is the entire North St. Paul, Maplewood, Oakdale School District, 622.
It's the IRS, it's the CIA, it's the FBI, it's the INS.
Let's go, people. We're loading up. We're heading out to Roswell. Let's go.
I must confess that I know Kenny from his acting days.
We're heading to New Mexico. Burning daylight. Let's get moving.
In 6 days in Roswell, he stretched his acting ability by playing a bus driver.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Captain, I must do something.
Well, that's too quick. Give him a little more. I'll say.
He has done a number of gigs for both the big screen and small screen.
Why are you hitting yourself? Why? Why are you hitting yourself?
All right, Lake Washburn, south of the island, 30 feet of water.
Comedy Central had a show for a while. It was called Let's Bowl. Get out there and get that ball.
Okay, that's it, pig.
Wally.
The thespian bug bit Ken at an early age, and it has followed him his entire life.
That's what you think, Superman.
He has been speared, he's been shot, and he's died many a dramatic death on the big screen.
Was interesting.
But it all really comes back to one thing. The thing that stirs his coffee in the morning, that one thing is his passion for driving the school bus.
It's a good gig. I couldn't ask for a better job. I really every morning look forward to coming into work. Well, you want to go out and take a look at the lot?
Ken gave me a complete tour of the lot. Really a dream come true for me.
So this is it. This is our bus parking lot.
I had one question on my mind all morning, which I had to ask. Why aren't the buses orange like the ones I rode on as a youngster?
The color of the bus is actually Minnesota Safety School Bus Yellow. That's the actual name of the paint. But this is, they did testing of all different colors, and this is the color that is the most visible in all weather and lighting conditions.
So, we're going on this bus.
Yep. Well, this is the bus. This is one of our buses. Two-way radios. This is our digital video recorder.
And I see it says body fluid cleanup kit.
Yeah, that's a kit that we use for cleaning up bodily fluids.
It was like being aboard the space shuttle. Buttons and switches everywhere. Kenny offered me a ride around North St. Paul.
Here we are in the belly of the beast, beautiful downtown North St. Paul.
A private tour from the boss man, a name only his closest friends call him. I quickly lapsed back to sometime in the 1960s.
Hey, bus driver, you smell.
Keep it down, please.
Hey, bus driver, wow. You got a big butt, huh? Is this taunting? You know, am I getting to you? Am I, okay. It's okay. Am I getting to get you?
I need you to sit down in your seat. Keep your mouth quiet. Otherwise, if you're unable to follow these things, I'm going to haul you back to school and we can have a little conference with the principal and your parent. Is that understood?
Okay. I bet the kids behave themselves because he looks like a James Bond villain. I mean, if I was a little kid, he looks like the guy with the hat that threw the hat that like cut people's heads off.
Oh, yeah, I remember that scene. What I found with Ken is Ken maybe is a little intimidating, but he is about as nice as he can be. So he really treats the kids with respect.
Your first 6 months, you did pretty good.
This is District 622 living legend Lee Larson. Lee has been driving school buses for half a century. Back in those days, was the bus pulled by a horse, or did it have an engine? Or?
It had an engine.
It had an engine?
Yeah, it did.
I asked Lee to compare the generations of the kids that he's bussed.
Years ago, the kids were really good. I mean, they behaved, and the driver had command, but now it's altogether different.
The driver doesn't have as much command.
No, not no more.
No.
What's your favorite age of kid?
About 19, because that means they're not on the bus anymore. I'm just kidding.
Well, before we knew it, it was time for lunch. Kenny took me to one of his favorite lunch haunts, the Village Pizza in downtown North St. Paul.
So, isn't school lunch food good enough for you?
Yeah, I did that in my early years. I tend to shy away from it.
After a delicious lunch at the Village, we decided to visit the brawn of the bus operations.
So where are we?
This is the bus garage. This is where the buses get repaired, and it's where our mechanics work.
Hey, you know, Ken, I tinker around a little bit with cars. I put windshield washer fluid once in my car. I think I could maybe, you know.
So you're mechanically inclined?
Yeah.
Why don't you suit up here and...
Okay.
Wow, that looks like it was made for you. You look good.
I feel like I just had liposuction.
I decided to join veteran mechanic Dave Friend in the trenches.
So this is the solenoid?
No, sir. It's actually right in here, buried back in here.
Oh, okay. Oh, boy. Wow. How much does a bus weigh? I can see a squirrel up in here. Oh, I think we're good.
Another unit repaired and ready to hit the road again. After dusting off, it was back to the road. I now was poised to ask Ken the big question.
When can I drive the bus?
You can't drive the bus, Rich.
Please let me drive the bus.
Nope.
Please.
No, I'm sorry, Rich. Can't drive the bus.
Blah, 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 whatever. I did ask the 25-year big shot who has spent tens of thousands of hours on the road what bugs him the most about the common driver.
We have quite a few drivers go through our stop signs.
Really?
Yeah, quite a few. So that's kind of a sad thing to think about when you get a little kid crossing a street, then they go right through.
The final stop of our magical journey was the maintenance shop where many 622 drivers spend a part of their day. Under the watchful eye of the Duke, Kenny gave me the 10-cent tour.
This looks like a tanning bed or something. What is it?
Yeah, it's not a tanning bed.
Perfectly good vacuum. You know. Whoa! Holy smokes.
This one's working.
After a fascinating tour, we boarded the bus for the final time for the short ride back to HQ.
Thanks. I did appreciate the ride. Here you go.
What's that, Rich?
It's a tip.
No, we don't accept tips. Thanks anyway, though.
No, I want you to have it.
No. I'm sorry, we don't accept tips.
Yeah, it was a really nice ride.
No, I know it was a nice ride, but we don't accept tips.
It is here where this amazing day began, and it is here where I didn't want the day to come to an end. So I had a plan.
Hi, I'm here for my bus.
Would bus 53 do?
Yeah, it'd be great.
Wait a minute. Let me... I'm sorry. We need to do a background check.
With tears in my eyes, Kenny gently escorted me out to my minivan. And it was then that it hit me. I would never ride a school bus driven by the boss man again. He patted me on the head and slowly vanished into the army of buses as they departed to deliver a nation of children back into the loving arms of their parents.
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.